Another home run for Aaron Judge.
August 1st, 43. 2 months left.
93 stakes.
Who in the world thought, seriously, who in the world thought that come August 1st, he'd have 40 home runs? Oh, wait a minute. Watch this. Watch this. This guy leads baseball with 29 home runs right now. But on the last day of July, Aaron Judge is going to hit number 40. He's going to go into August with 40 bombs. He's flirting with 60 this year, folks, on his way to an MVP. That is
hot
bad.
right now.
That's bad broadcasting. I am sorry. He did that on July 29th, not on the last day of July. That is bad broadcasting. I am so sorry for misleading my audience. Cameron, I'll try to do better.
I'm speechless. That was outstanding. I'm literally. Did you know what crystal ball? What do we got?
I got a bad knee. I feel things.
Or if you guess enough, sometimes you hit. Right?
Whoa.
Now, he's been, Cameron,
Kids at home don't need to think that way.
I've accused him of that on occasion,
Okay,
but I'm
all
going to
right.
give credit where credit is due. You have been on top of your game in 2022.
Thank
you have. Now, I will admit there have been some years that I've had to look at you and I'm like, really? Like, I don't know. I don't see the way you're seeing the world.
Yeah.
But you're seeing it pretty good right now.
Yeah. Oh, and so's America.
You got that single. Look at that
It's a
right
good
there.
year.
Got that pocket square going on.
I'm waiting for new predictions. I want to hear the next prediction.
Oh, see, he's really buying into all of my
I don't know if I'm buying in. I just actually need to believe it.
Well,
See it hit again.
look, going back to Aaron Judge for a second, when Brian Cashman came out and walked Brian Hoke and all the other New York media through the contract offer, 7 years, $200+ million, when he did that, my immediate reaction was that relationship is over. And what we're going to watch in 2022, it will be the final days of Aaron Judge as a New York Yankee. And one of my dear friends, we all love, Harold Reynolds, is watching right now. He always does. Hi, Harold. He thought that was a contract that Aaron Judge should take. And I said, no. If there's ever a guy that can bet on himself, it's RoboCop, a chiseled specimen who power comes with age, and he's going to get his $300 million. And now, are we all in agreement? Aaron Judge is going to get his $300 million. This is a historic
Oh, he's
year.
going to get his money. He should.
How historic is this year going to be for Aaron Judge? Let's walk through some records he might break. Home runs by a right-handed hitter. At the moment, he's on pace to hit 67 home runs. So, Cameron, I'll start with you. Is Mark McGwire's record for a right-handed slugger, 70 home runs in a single season, in jeopardy? Will Aaron Judge break 70?
I do not think he will break 70, but I will stand on what I had a conversation earlier. I didn't even know what he was on pace to hit, and I said he'll hit 67. So you just said that's what the pace is. I had that conversation off camera.
Well, after tonight, it's now 67. So we put this beautiful graphic
I don't think he'll hit. I don't think he'll get to 70. I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Dan, you think he gets to 70?
No. He'd have to hit, 27 more home runs the rest of the way? It's hard to hit a home run in big league baseball. I know he makes it look easy, but, man, it's a hard thing to do. It really is. I mean, it's a hard thing to do.
I just wonder, it's not even so much that it is extremely hard to do. I just wonder at what point does the league go, somebody else has to beat us? You can't, how do you just keep letting him beat you?
You know what's so hard about
Anthony Rizzo
pitching to him? This is the issue from a pitcher when I watch him. He's getting to that ball inside now. The ball that's away, he hits the right field. And like most guys, like with Sammy Sosa, there was a hole that you could go to that was there. That if you went to that place, you could control him and keep it in the ballpark. There isn't really that place right now.
He's got 10 home runs.
The only place that for him it's at the bottom of the zone, and you got to hope the umpire gives him that gives him that call, so maybe he goes fishing. But other than that, you're right. I mean, knees up, corner to corner, edge to edge. I mean, he is absolutely demolishing baseball.
He's got 10 home runs his last 11 games. On that pace, he'll get to 70 by the end of August. He's unbelievable right now. Now, what is the record for most home runs in a single month, right? So let's think about that for a second in Yankee franchise history. And is there a chance that Aaron Judge could eclipse that? In a single month in franchise history, Babe Ruth hit 17 in September of 1927.
Yeah, if he does it, he's going to do it in August.
He's off to a good start.
Yeah, if he does it, he'll do it this month.
100%, I agree. And I think he's going to do it this month.
You think he'll do it this month?
I think he'll do it. think this will be the month.
I think he does it.
He's breaking all types of records. He's on like you said, an incredible pace. He's playing like a man on a mission. Like you said, ever since that news came out, he's got a small little smirk, small chip.
It's like bittersweet for Brian Cashman right now. He loves watching his team win. He loves watching one of his best players hit homers. But he's like, man, he's making me look bad. How about home runs at home in a single season? Now, Aaron Judge has already etched his name into the record books with 33 home runs at home in a single season in 2017. So, Dan, does Aaron Judge break his own record?
Yes.
Right now, Aaron Judge at home has a lot of home runs. 25 home runs. He's got 25 home runs at home.
Yeah, so he needs 13 more to break that record, right?
No. He needs 9 more to break that record.
So what was the record?
33.
Oh, I was thinking 37.
NC State math is not what it used to be.
Yeah, he's going to shatter that.
Relax.
He's
That's
shattering.
North Carolina math.
Yeah, he's shattering that.
He's shattered. So he's going to break his own record?
Yeah, he is.
You think he'll break his own record?
I'm Steph Curry. Just new year, break your own record. I like it.
Okay, how about the record, in my opinion? Yankee history, most home runs in a single season. Obviously, remember Roger Maris, breaking the all-time record, 1961. Is Aaron Judge going to break the Yankees single-season home run record this year? May I remind you, he's on pace to hit 67 home runs. Yes or no?
Yes. And it's amazing that a right-handed hitter is going to do it, because when you think of guys that have that kind of power and hit home runs for the Yankees, predominantly they've been lefty.
So he hits 62.
I told you, 67 was the number that I thought he was going to hit coming into today, and I think he's definitely going to get there. And this park was made for him, too. I mean, you talk about summertime.
Yeah.
When it gets warm, the ball absolutely flies right field, right center.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making left center look small, which there's no walk in the park to hit the ball to that bullpen out there, and he's making it like a bandbox. So, this place was built for Aaron Judge, and I think he breaks it.
All right, can I put both of you guys on the spot? Do you
Yep.
mind? We're close enough. We're friendly. I want to put you both on the spot. I'll answer this question first, so you don't feel like you're alone. If Aaron Judge hits 62 or more home runs this year, I will view Aaron Judge as the single-season home run king. Because the guys that hit more than that, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, have all been connected to PEDs. Aaron Judge, not a chance. So I will view Aaron Judge as the single-season home run king. Cameron Maben, will you view Aaron Judge that way?
I personally agree with you. Being a guy that did it clean, that I think about sometimes, what if I had that help, what kind of athlete and player I could be. To watch what he's doing in today's game, the athlete continues to get better, the pitching continues to get better. It's extremely impressive, the consistency that he showed throughout this year. I have to agree with you on that.
I'm going to say no. Barry Lamar Bonds, and I know he is a boiling point to talk about the history of baseball. There was a stretch, whether it's authentic or help aided, there was nobody in the game that did what Barry Bonds did. And as much as I want to agree with you, but the number that Barry Bonds has set, that I think there are a lot of people that have, I don't want to say have accepted that, but they've come to think of that, okay, that's the record. But I will say this, it would be tremendous to see because of what Aaron Judge stands for. But I'm going to disagree.
I'm trying to think of all of the pitchers that served up homers to McGwire and to Bonds. If you were a victim of that, and again, McGwire, Bonds, if you hang out with them, you meet them, they know how to talk hitting. Mark McGwire's a great guy. I mean, awesome. But they cheated. So I try to think about those pitchers that served up bombs to Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire. Like Dan Plesac did twice to Barry Bonds.
First time I ever faced Barry Bonds in Candlestick, he took me deep. Then he took me in the drink at then called Bank One Ballpark.
Mark McGwire when he was with the Oakland A's in '87.
Yeah, this was the day before the '87 All-Star game, which I pitched in, and that was about 25 rows deep.
So you were a victim of McGwire and Bonds, and yet you sit here and say, I still believe Bonds will be and should be the single-season home run king.
At the time when those home runs were hit off of me in '87, and then a little bit later on in Barry Bonds' career when he became a Giant, the steroid era was just beginning. And it was so hush-hush that, listen, as a pitcher, we saw position players getting bigger and bigger. But there was no sense in crying about it because you had to get these guys out. And as we have
Did you know they were cheating?
No.
You didn't know. You thought they were just in a great workout regimen. Man, these guys, man, who's their
Well,
trainer?
you know, the Oakland Athletics kind of changed the way with the weight room, and they were big guys. And so I don't know, it's maybe call it naive, not being naive. Like I was hook, line, and sinker. I took the bait, and I was like, wow.
But you didn't cry about it. You had to get him out.
I didn't cry about it. You have to get him out. It is what it is. I mean, you can't walk up to your pitching coach or manager going, hey, man, I made a good pitch. Like, what am I going to do? I can't keep him in the ballpark.
No, but I get it. But you now looking back, knowing that there was a lot of cheating going on, and now you're watching every night on MLB Network, Aaron Judge do it cleanly.
Yeah, but you know what, Greg? There were a lot of guys on the mound that were cheating too, that we found out. That it was a very disappointing era in the game of baseball. And so I'm not saying who's right or who's wrong. I'm telling you what I had to face. I didn't look at it like, oh, poor me. Listen, I got to get these guys out. Nobody cares.
And
your manager, your coach, nobody cares about what the guy's on, what he's doing. Get him out. You get him out, you stay. You don't.
The other thing, Bonds and McGuire got to face a guy 3 times in a game. How many times has Aaron Judge had that luxury? He's getting bullpen all the time.
You make a lot of valid points.
Yeah.
You do.
If he gets to 62, he's the single-season home run king in my books.